Welcome back. Joining us now, a group of DJs, disc jockeys who did it live back then. They worked here in Victoria in the 70s. I want you to introduce yourselves with your on-air name. We'll start down here and go women first and then the men.
Jan Tyler,
Patricia North, Diane Boyette,
Cindy Seda,
Nick Stevens,
Walter Camp,
Gary Steele,
and Philip Robbins.
Wow. So you guys did this back in the day when it was a hit to be a DJ.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to do it, I imagine. So what happened?
They found the off switch.
we got old.
The internet?
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing to say.
Yeah. So, but we still hear DJs today. What's happening? Is it regional? Is it all computers?
satellite,
It's a little,
Satellite.
on a satellite,
a little bit of both. They're using-
streaming services.
Right.
So there's one DJ covering perhaps the whole country, maybe.
Yeah.
If
Could
it's
be.
really popular.
Absolutely.
Pandora with local spots.
Now, one of my news folks, there were the news reporters.
That would be
Yeah.
us.
So are y'all still news hounds?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
We
you
are.
did addicted.
We are. We're just total news junkies now. Election junkies.
Election,
Wall to
definitely.
wall coverage for that, and that was something that was, I think, really important on a local basis, just to cover local issues and local races. You can watch CNN now, but they're not going to talk about
Right.
Victoria.
Right. Well, we have a clip. I want to listen to this clip and some photos. So let's take a look at this.
This is KVIC Victoria, the Crossroads most listened to radio station, and it's 3 o'clock.
Wow, what song was that?
What a
Did you
fool
spot-
believes.
What a Fool Believes.
Yeah, and that little song list, you had like "We Will Rock You," "Staying Alive," "Baby Come Back." Music has changed, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So
That was the best.
what came of KVIC? Is it still around? Did it change?
It's still here. Back in our day, it was an AM station,
Uh-huh.
and then a few years later, it moved to the FM because FM was the up and coming thing, and the station was sold, and it's gone through some other changes. It changed frequency. Now KVIC is 104.7, and there's 4 or 5 stations there now, part of that group.
So a lot of changes over the 40,
Many
45
changes,
years. Yeah.
yes.
I have one more clip. Let's take a listen to this one.
KVIC. Wow, can you believe it? It's already time for the Victoria Super Bowl happening this weekend. VHS takes on Strowman, and tickets go on sale Wednesday morning. I'll have more on that a little bit later. Right now, it's Steven Stills. All of the ladies.
Okay, so who were those people in there?
Gary Steele.
Gary Steele?
Diane.
The typewriter, people may not even know what that is, but when I saw the big Rolodex, which you had to have a big Rolodex with everybody's number, right?
We did have a big
Well, it was also full of public service announcements.
Oh, yeah, you could read off of there. Those were like your scripts. Oh, smart. I never saw
I
that.
did PSAs, and there was always a stack of mail every day.
So tell me what Elton John and Olivia Newton did today.
The highlight of any tour, right? Yeah, the highlight of all the tours.
Somebody had the great idea of making the men's room the Elton John,
Okay.
and the women's room the Olivia Newton-John.
That's pretty creative.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what you're doing now. And I want to hear from everyone. So what are you doing now?
I do desktop publishing
Oh,
And-
so still in writing.
and drawing. And
Creating.
but on the computer.
Okay.
And I'm the director of Christ's Kitchen here in Victoria.
Ooh, I love it.
And I work for the City of Victoria managing print services.
Okay.
And I just moved to Wimberley from Tucson. I've been had a career in museums.
Nice.
So I left Texas and went a lot of other places.
Okay.
And I'm business manager at St. Mary's Church here in Victoria now.
And I just retired from radio. I was working at Kicks 108 in the sales department, and I've been doing that for about 29, 30 years after going off air. So
So you stayed in the
I
business.
stayed in the business.
Nice.
Yeah.
For how many years total?
Ooh.
We'll answer after the break.
I started radio in 67 here at KVIC.
Okay.
I still do voiceovers and social media for companies.
Great.
Yeah.
In Houston, right?
In Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I retired early.
You retired early.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Well, I don't know about that.
Y'all stay right here. We'll be right back. We're going to hear another clip and look at some more pictures. Stay with us.
On today and during the month of August, Victoria Crime Stoppers is offering an $800 reward for select felons. For their information, check out Crossroads Today, the Victoria Advocate, the Victoria Police Department website, or the Police Department or Victoria Crime Stoppers Facebook page. If you know the location of one of these felons, please contact Victoria Crime Stoppers. These fugitives should be considered dangerous and they may be armed. Do not try to capture them yourself. If you give the tip that leads to their arrest, you are eligible for an $800 reward. Get your tip in soon.
Interested in working in a fast-paced environment with technology at your fingertips? Join the Victoria Television Group's technical staff. Part-time opportunities available now. Learn tools and gain your technical future working non-traditional hours with individuals that are eager to learn with you. New to the industry? Not sure you have the background for a broadcasting career? No problem. No experience is expected. We train. Visit the Victoria Television Group to apply or go to crossroadstoday.com and download an application today.
And we're back with some very talented DJs who moved on to do other things, very impressive careers. What advice would you give a young person who's just dead set on making it big as a DJ? Anybody?
Find something else to do.
It's changed so much.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have hands-on everything. There's no request line where you go searching for the cut and, you know, it's not there.
Yeah. What was your biggest achievement in radio? Anyone?
I think what we did for the community when it came to hurricanes, recording it. We had like one of the finest news departments for radio in the 70's.
Thanks.
These ladies did an outstanding job. We also had some great guys there too. Bill Stevens, who's passed since, but it was just fun working there.
Yeah, certainly journalism is the ultimate public service. And you're out there in the community. It can be 24/7. Like you said, hurricanes come, you're out there for sure. Yeah, tell me maybe your biggest disappointment over the years. In radio, anything stand out?
I think part of it was the moving back away from the community. We had talked earlier, right, that radio now is serious. It's internet. It's not as much local. We're still very fortunate in Victoria that there are radio stations that are actually live with local people. You get to some communities and they've lost that element. And for us, KVIC was Victoria. And we were there. We were doing public service announcements. We were covering the news. We were out in the community.
We were immediate.
Exactly. And we were Victoria. And you had no doubt if you listened for 5 minutes to that radio station that you were listening to something in Victoria.
Somebody who knew what was happening.
And that where we were.
And they had an affinity for the community.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me a funny story. On air. He has one.
Yeah.
Right.
Who wants to do it? Because we all know, and he was.
Your favorite prank on a new DJ.
Well, I had several.
Okay.
We don't have that much time.
Exactly.
One that I remember vividly is the new DJ when they would leave the control room and
Use the Elton John.
use the Elton John or vice versa. And I'd go behind the equipment rack and fade down the music because we had speakers in the Elton and Olivia John. And they'd come running out and thought their record had ended.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You stress them out.
Oh yeah.
There's enough stress in the business already.
Yeah,
I have one more clip. No dead air, that's right. And let's listen to this next clip and photos.
Wake up, Maggie, I think Jeremiah was a bullfrog. You sexy thing, my Sharona.
Port Lavaca wakes up. Port Lavaca wakes up with Trish and Phil. Was that you on there?
Yeah.
Ooh, you haven't changed a bit. Look at them.
Really?
These are them right here. Well, thank you both. Thank you both. Thank you all. 8 is enough, right? Thank you for being here, and thank you for your service over the years. I hope that the reunion was nice for y'all to get together. How great that you've kept in touch, and thanks for all you do now in our community.
Thanks for having you.
Thanks for having us.
And stay with us. We'll be right back with the 5 Points Museum.